Both Sides Now. This is a tune that there are lots of ways to play. There's only a couple of chords involved, but after painstakingly listening to this about 1,000 times, I think I've got it dialed down to what Joni really did. And that's what we're going to talk about in this lesson. Now this tune, she wrote it in 1967, and Judy Collins recorded it on her first album, not her first album, sorry. She had plenty of albums by then, big star. But on her 67 album, Wildflowers. And then Joni finally put it on her own album in 1969, Clouds, and that's the version that we're going to be talking more about. Now Joni has rearranged this many times over the years, and a lot of different performances of it are quite different. So this is based pretty much on the studio version, which was done capoed at the 4th fret, and some of the live versions from the time where she was pretty consistent. At first when I was listening to this, I thought, man, it's just random, whatever she's doing, but it's not. So I've got it broken down into just really a chart with slash notation that shows you where to play when you get to each chord. So a little slightly different approach to this than and the chord names we're not even going to worry about them. We will have a little theory segment on Name That Chord just for fun, but very simple chords, and the tricky thing about it is just getting the chord changes accented on the right beats of the measure. So it's done in an open D tuning. Now that would be, if I weren't capoed, that would be D, so the 6th string down to D, 5th string stays at A, and the 4th string stays at D, 3rd string goes down a half step to F sharp, 2nd string goes down a whole step to A, and the 1st string goes down a whole step to D. So now I'm in a relative open D tuning, but we're always going to talk about this whether we do it, whether we have the capo or not. We're going to think about the names of the notes as this being D, even though it's really F sharp, right? So we're really playing this in the key of F sharp, and if we capoed it to the 5th, we'd be in the key of G. All relative, all unimportant for most things. Only even 3 chord shapes in this song, and really only 3 basic chords with a couple variations on them. So fairly simple, but getting all the chord changes in the right place is the big challenge with this song and making it sound like what she did. So there were all the chord shapes, but I'll break that down. We'll get in here a little closer and take a look at those, and then we'll talk about the strumming and take a look at the chart, and again have a Name That Chord episode. So hoping to have a lot of fun with this one, and I hope you do too. But today we're looking at Joni Mitchell's Both Sides Now. Well, that was part of a lesson I put together on Joni Mitchell's tune, obviously, Both Sides Now. And it's a song that was quite a challenge to work out as accurately and specifically as I wanted, and almost gave up on it a bunch of times. But really feel like I dialed it in and got exactly where all of her chord changes happen, especially according to the older versions. So if you'd like to check it out, it's part of the Target program at TotallyGuitars, which is a monthly subscription program. Also, though, available as an individual purchase, and maybe part of a Joni Mitchell pack that we hope to have coming soon, if it's not already there. There are a lot of other free lessons as well. They're a little bit, actually a lot less complicated than this, but this one's fairly easy as far as the strumming goes. It's just a matter of getting the chords, and the chord shapes are all really easy. Just a matter of getting the accents where they need to be. So the free lessons, there's like 60 of them. They're a great way to get started if you're a beginner. There's even a whole free beginner's course, and then there are over 500 songs in the Target program now. Something there I'm sure that that would appeal to most guitar players. So come visit us when you can at TotallyGuitars, especially if you want to see the rest of the complete lesson on Both Sides Now.